right now. Need crew love right now, cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now. Yeah, I'm two up, round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up, brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Leopard! Leopard!
Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 30. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run for the first time with Lacy. Oh, strong running by Lacy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Thompson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go, come on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, where y'all going? Jumbo!
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eli Apple. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. Hey, where y'all going? Shift. Get it.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hey, let's go, come on.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and he usually backs.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Lavonte David in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. They can't tackle it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it. They're
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Kyler Fackrell. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Let's go, come on. Check three. 26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
319 to Nana. We are going. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We are going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! 15, Mike, 15. All day. All day.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff looking right. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Saints add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
That's fielded in the end zone. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease board.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lavonte David in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Rodgers will hand to Lacy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hope.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And a nice spin into some open field. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Set! 3-19!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Saints on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thompson. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go!
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
Certainly.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kenny Clark in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
319!
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man right side. It's Sharp. 18 yards there and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Rodgers now 9 of 17 through the air.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man Sharp complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On play action, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers get a score closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Underneath for Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This one complete to Lacy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. They give him a gain of 38. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to lead here and get to the open. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long.